Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. Today, I'm going to entitle this video "No Remote Included" because I did a video a couple of weeks back about no power cord included and how you go into sites like eBay, Reverb, and people selling units and they don't have the power cord. And I'm asking myself, why are these accessories getting away? And then what's interesting is they say it's been tested. So if it's been tested, we can assume you had a cord when it was tested. So why can't I get the cord that you used to test it? Or at least tell me what kind of cord it is. It's unfortunate that a lot of people on eBay and more, well, actually both, because it's like a trend. They don't sell you the entire package. It's like, adults keep all their stuff together. They keep their manuals, they keep their remotes, they keep their power cords, and when they're ready to part with it, they got all that stuff. And again, the name of the video is No Remote Control, because I'm in the process of still working on my CD. And thank God I have the freedom to just take my time with this. I'm no longer a part of a contract where I'm forced to have this done within 12 months and blah blah blah. So I'm really taking my time. I'm really getting it, every single selection on this CD, compilation or album or CD, just the way I want it to be, instead of it'll do, or I could have done better, but I don't have time. Because there's this one song that I wrote, and it's a really beautiful song, and I wrote it for a group, and it never got recorded. So I redid it. And I'm listening to them, like, audio-wise, it sounds good, but I don't like the drums, I like the drums of the old track. So I realized that I still had the master to the original copy on DAT. But the problem was I don't have a DAT machine. So I'm like, I'm going to get a DAT machine. I'm going to drop the master onto the recording device, and then I'm going to do this version and scrap that version. So I went in search of a DAT machine. And for those who don't know what the DAT machine is, it's technically called the digital audio tape machine. And what a DAT machine is, it was CD quality. You can record analog into it, and then it's converted into a digital signal. And it's real clean, no hiss, and just, it's a great source to do backup, to save your stuff. So again, I didn't have a DAT machine, so I went looking for one, and I noticed the majority of them said no power cord included, no remote included. And I'm like, because here's the problem with that. You see this is a remote from a old Sony VHS flying head recorder, because back in the 80s I did a lot of weddings. In order to edit it, long before digital and all that good stuff, you had to do it manually. So I bought a editing recorder VHS, and the remote came with it. And here's the problem when you don't have the remote to certain devices. There are some features on this big old remote that you can't access from the panel of the device, the VHS or the recorder. So if you don't have this, you might as well have that, because you cannot fully make it functionable without this, So you got to have this. To this day, I still got this. Even though I don't have the device no more, I just still got the remote, because I'm like, maybe one day I find another one or somebody looking for one, But the point is, I try to keep all that stuff because it's important. It's still just gets away. Now I'm selling this, and I can't totally use this because I don't have this, So I find it kind of disturbing, because again, grown folks supposed to take care of their stuff. You write kids up because, like, okay, they kids, they mess and play over stuff. But grown folks, keep all your stuff together when you're ready to sell it, or just keep it anyway. So that's the one problem. Here's the new problem with looking for the DAT machine. It reads this. Most of the ads for the eBay DAT machines read this. It hasn't been fully tested because I don't have a tape. And this is what a DAT tape looks like. This one's still in the wrapper. Now here's the issue with that. On the site that these people selling the DAT machine, other people also selling the tape, $5. So you can't spend $5 to get a tape, test the machine that you're about to sell, and give it a thumbs up to say it's been fully tested. It's just being lazy. You know, these things only cost $5. And then here's the other problem with that scenario, that it hasn't been tested. Tape machines, over a period of years, they got these black rollers that help spin the tape. Over a period of years, they get dirty, you know, from tape build up dirt. So the dirt deposits on that black spinning thing. And what I used to do a lot of time was to take a Q-tip, some alcohol, and clean it off. You know, so that's why it's important to test tape machines before you try to sell them, because you sell it without testing it. Some other guy gets it, put a tape in there, listening to us, and what the hell? And then you hit the stop button immediately, try to eject the tape. Now the door won't open. I'm like, what's going on here? And then when you finally get it open and pull the tape out, you got all that tape hanging out there because the dirt has bagged up and the tape can't run smoothly. So the tape starts dispensing out and still going back into the other spinner. You know, so that's why it's really important to test tape machines before you try to sell them, especially when they're 20 years old. You know, because you're too lazy to just invest $5 off the same site you're selling your item off of, and buy one of these. Put it in there, hit the play button, let it play. 5-10 minutes, turn it over, let it play. Okay, well, it's spinning and it's working. Instead of I want no responsibility of thoroughly testing this, but yet I'm still going to sell it to you, even though it might not work, and you don't get your money's worth. You know, I just personally don't believe in that. Anything that I sell, I've tested it. If for some reason I can't test it, that means I'm not familiar with it. Therefore, that means I'm not going to try to sell it. You know, I'm just not, because you really don't want that kind of extra hassle when you're doing internet, you know, buying and selling. It's like, just test your outfit, your item. It works. Okay, now I'm gonna sell it. Just that simple. It's still I don't know, have a tape to test it. Go get one. Duh. You know, go get one and keep the remote. You know. So with the DAT machine, it's kind of like that too. There's some features on the DAT machine, like on this remote, that you can't access from the unit panel. You need the remote. You know, so that's why you try to keep this thing. Like I said, I've had this thing for about almost 30 years. You know, wherever I moved, it moved with me. You know, so I'm gonna share another reverb story, because here is my thing. I'm not a hard ass and I'm not a stickler. I just want you to do what you're supposed to do. You know, if I'm the buyer, my responsibility is to pay you. I'm done. My obligation to this transaction has been fulfilled, completed. You're the seller. You want to make sure what you're selling works. You want to make sure you test it before you try to sell it to somebody else. And in business, for me, you know, my motto is this: when you lie to me, when it comes to business, I'm done with you. You know, that lets me know that you're not honest and you have a sense of integrity. Because here's an interesting story. I purchased a microphone off of Reverb, and it was a good price. I purchased that microphone on the 6th. Normally, on the 3rd day, people ship it out, because the next day they packaging it up. Then the next day they usually ship it out. You know, in most cases. So I bought it on the 6th. The 8th came around. I'm like, okay, where's my tracking information? So I asked the guy, I said, and I wasn't rushing. I'm like, have this been shipped yet? Oh yeah, it went out today. Something ain't right about that. Because if it went out today, you would have posted the tracking information. And then it ain't like you said, it went out today, I'll forward you the tracking information. You just say, it went out today. So I said, okay, could you be so kind to post the tracking information so I can know what day it's showing up at my door, so I can be prepared to be looking for it. So, interesting, he didn't respond that day, because now he needs, you know, a couple hours kind of figure out to cover his tracks, because he just told me a lie. So the next day, he just sends me a group of numbers. Because, I mean, normally what happens is, well, first of all, usually you post it onto eBay site or Reverb. So then they send you email saying, your item's been shipped. Click on this button and you can track the shipment. So that was the other flag. Because, again, I already know from when he told me he shipped it without any information other than that, I knew he was lying. So then he sends me, you know, these numbers. I'm like, normally, if you're going to send me these numbers, you're going to let me know if it's been sent UPS, it's been sent FedEx, it's been sent United States Postal, you know. So since I do a lot of buying and selling, I recognize the numbers, what they use, the company. So UPS usually use, the first number is usually first character in the tracking is 1Z something. So I knew it was UPS. So I cut and pasted onto the UPS site, and it said, item hasn't been shipped yet, just to create a label. And I wish they stopped that nonsense where they create a label and that's all they do. But yet it's forwarded as it's been shipped when technically it hasn't. The only thing they've done is created a damn label. So it said label was created. And then he told me the day was created, the 9th, the next day from he told me when he sent me that tracking. So I said, come on, man, you know, why are you blowing smoke up my ass? Because I'm a little pissed at this point, because I'm like, it's stupid to lie to me for something that I can easily do research and realize that what you told me is a lie. You know, if you just simply told me, you know, we get it out, I'm a little behind, blah, blah. Again, I'm not rushing you, but don't sit here and lie to me. So then I said, come on, man, you know, you ain't even shipped it. You just printed the label today. So, oh, I'm sorry, my father told me it was shipped, and he sent me this. You know, so I said, you know what? I can't do a business with people that's sloppy. So just send me my money back. You know, so I contacted Reverb. And first they said, well, hold on for a moment, because, you know, when you do send stuff to the UPS, all the facilities or the mailing facilities, that it takes them a while, maybe a day to put in something. Like, no, they haven't even mailed it yet. They just told me this. So we know that this is not true, that they sent it and it just haven't been, you know, the information been updated in the system. So he said, well, go ahead and refund issue a request to refund, which I did. And that was yesterday. So it's going to be interesting if they're going to send me my money today. If not, I'm going to contact Reverb again. But the point of this is, in business, just do what you're supposed to do. You know, none of this lying, and we already sent it out for you. And it's like, it's going to be easy for me to determine if you have or not. So just be honest with me, you know. So like I said, you know, when it comes to business, I can't deal with people that want to lie. You know, it's like, and sloppy. You know, you can't keep a hold of your power cords. The manual's missing. The remote control is gone. It's like, come on, you know. But on that note, I'm going to sign up. But I'm just going to say this quickly because it's pertaining to eBay. eBay is a fantastic site for me personally from a buyer standpoint. Stuff that is hard for me to find, I can't find it there. And as far as being a seller, I really don't want no part of that anymore, because it's just a lot of scams and stuff going on, and eBay scamming you too. And again, long story short, I had purchased more music equipment because I was getting, you know what, I'm gonna share that story for another time, because I don't want to go over my time here and my tape machine cut off. But until next time, take care. For all you eBay sellers, keep your remote controls, keep control of your power cords. Till next time, thanks for watching.